I kind of felt like it was more fan based. Like, I didn't feel animosity towards the group, but it was like, you know, when your group ends and your crowd's cheering for you, and then their group ends and the crowd's cheering for them, you know, you wanna have that feeling again. You know what I mean? And I felt like that kind of had a lot to do with it. You know. We never really had like a full out type battle type thing against anybody, but we just performed. We kind of like try to battle on stage. You know, who had the best show that night? Who did their thing that night? I remember one time seeing Chain do this one performance, and it was like a whole Mission Impossible thing, and they had this video theme. It was so sick. That was so dope, by the way, guys. Congrats on that show. That was so amazing. But just like, I remember everyone was just always trying to step it up to the next show. Who's going to take the next one? Who's going to be more creative on the next one? And I kind of thrived on that, because like, yo, okay, let's get them. Let's see what we can get with the next one. It wasn't more like, oh man, these guys are fight them, kill them on the next show, dude, and then we'll jump them, and then we'll take the girls.
Personally, I did feel the rivalry with, you know, going back to Chain Reaction.
You did?
I did, and it was more, but it was more like how you said, fan base. It was more like, wait, there's this other group that's also
getting props for their sexy stuff. They're getting props for their.
That's supposed to be us, you know. We're supposed to get the reaction, the applause from the ladies, not them.
I remember one time at a party. I think it was Alan Freeze's party, and in the basement.
Boom Shonda's?
Yes.
Oh shit.
If you don't know who Alan Freeze is,
Alan.
Go take his class.
He's the father or the mother of Mind Over Matter at the time.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still going on, but for me, I always know him as Mind Over Matter. Anyways, it was downstairs, and that's the first time I met Dennis, Chain Reaction, and just really, really cool guy, man. Just, I think all the guys on Chain Reaction, they're really cool, and I'm like, what the fuck is this beef all about? So, anyways, connecting with them, it was just cool, man. Looking back, you know, these rivalry, this and that. I think it's natural, because we're all competing in the same competition, and of course everybody wants just trying to win, and the crowd, their fan base is going to talk, and our fans are going to talk, and this is where they're probably trying to get a reaction out of us. So, anyways, if you guys don't know, Dennis and I, you know, we're DS players, so we're all family. We're all family.
Yes.
We were doing Mindtricks. Yeah, we were doing Mindtricks with Culture Shock, San Francisco at the time, and Culture Shock throws this huge event in Vegas, putting all the Culture Shocks together, and they just do this crazy showcasing every city known to man with Culture Shock. And we walk into the theater, and I'm nervous because I've never been in a huge theater full of like dancers at this caliber before, you know. I was just like, wow, this is kind of intimidating, and there's hella people. Oh shit, this is crazy. And it just so happened that the people teching on stage were these guys, San Diego Culture Shock. And they were teching this one piece, wearing masks, and they were doing this puppet routine to a Busta Rhymes song called Fire It Up. And that just, my jaw dropped to the floor. I was trying to grab Ceech and Gary. Bro, shut up. Watch. Shh, watch. Shh. Shut up, watch this. Watch. Oh! And, dude, the routines were just so sick, because, like, yo, it just took me to another world. Man, that show, or that weekend, set it off for the future for, like, I don't know how many years after. You know, after that, collaborating with you guys for the next couple years, hooking up with the rest of the crew and doing other shows, you know, it just set off our career. We did more and more shows in SoCal with Mindtricks and Culture Shock. You know, we got lucky to have this opportunity to do a show in Anaheim at House of Blues, and the next day we raided Disneyland. Who does that? And wherever that brass band went, we always struck a circle, and it was nasty. Oh my god, that was one of the illest. Yes.
I think one of the one that I'm most proud of, and Randy, you could probably attest to this, is there's this event called Street Jam.
Oh my god.
And in San Jose, and this is during a time when, you know, I mentioned earlier how Randy and I, we joined Jedi Clan, and we were in it, and then some of the guys in Jedi Clan started kind of stopped dancing, took a break, whatnot. Where it's really just down to
Life took over.
Yeah, life took over, and then I guess me, Randy, and Alexis didn't really have lives at the time, or we just wanted to continue on.
Yeah.
And it was just, him, Randy, and I just kind of continuing it on, like Jedi's gonna live. And at this time, I don't think there were that very many dance groups at that time. I think the whole dance group thing was kind of phasing out. Randy, Alexis, and I, we took the stage, just the three of us, big crowd. We didn't know what type of response we were gonna get, right?
No idea. I had no idea how many people were gonna be there.
There was like a whole wave of people. There's this one picture that I like where we're at the front. There's and we didn't know. We just threw music together from. Randy made the mix, and we had like a plethora of different styles in that routine, from house to '90s to just stuff that we've learned throughout our years, of dancing. And then the crowd loved it. They were eating out of our hands. Even as I was performing, I could tell, wow, this stuff, they were getting a reaction.
Yeah.
And it was then when I realized, wow, just the art of performing and just making sure you give it your all and just getting that reaction from the crowd. You can just feel it, everything that we would do.
Yeah.
But in any case, then the other guys started coming back, and then that's when the whole name change came about, and we became, Mindtricks. But to answer your question, that's one of my most favorite ones. And then second would be I love going to venues in places where no one really knows us, and we wreck shop. So I'll name two.
Live bait.
Huh?
Live bait.
No. One would be at what was it called? The Triple we were wearing green. What was that? Choreographer's Carnival.
Oh,
yeah.
I used to have residency over there DJing.
Yes,
for many years.
Yeah,
shout out to Carrie.
Yeah.
What's funny, we went down. I think we were one of the first crews ever come down from where we were.
Bay Area.
Yeah, from the Bay.
Mindtricks.
And because when they announced all the other groups, so group, yeah, at the end, yeah, then we come up from Mindtricks.
Or from Bay Area. Mindtricks from Bay Area.
But at the end of it,
Yeah.
we earned the love, one of the loudest thing that felt so fucking good.
There was
so
you could sense the wave of sound.
Yeah. Even the announcer, trick my mind, you trick my mind. Yeah. One more, and it's not just because you're here, but be the Busted Group in San Diego.
The first one.
The first Busted Group.
At the Culture Shock Dance Academy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I missed that place.
Again, I didn't know what to expect, at all. Who got that gig? I think it was. Who set it up? You or Gary? Or
Yeah, we knew one of them.
Yeah. So it was me,
Said, hey, exhibition.
Randy, Gary, Jeff.
Right.
And I just did not know. I didn't know, but you already know. As a person, I was just shocked at the the response from.
I think one of the biggest thing with that is a lot of the groups in Southern California, maybe even up here too. The groups are huge.
The secret word of the day is 101 damn agents. When it comes to collegiate groups or those huge troops.
Right. I mean, it's great, but then I don't know. For us, I think that's another thing that made us stand out too.
I mean, to this day, I always return back to dance. I mean, yeah, we're all old these days. We all have our careers. We all have our separate directions and everything. But again, the crew is always family. And it still is family. We all still try to meet up. I know that we all have our lives, but at the end of the day, we all try to come together as homies and family, and that's what it's always been. First and foremost. And to be honest, Mindtricks and dances just saved my life. Literally, multiple times already. And it always just, like I said, it's just that escape, and I think it goes for a lot of dancers. There's times in our lives that we just need to escape, and dance is it. Music is it.
Wow.
And then now, I'm here at the Get Down.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's the Get Down's also saved my life. It's pulled me out of trouble when I was hitting rock bottom, and it's just pulled me out of that water.
Thank you for sharing that. Yeah. So the Get Down is owned or co-owned by Ceech and Bryan, right?
And Jeanette.
Yes.
This place, I would say, is another home for Mindtricks. not just Mindtricks, but you know the salsa community. Bryan and Jeanette are huge in the salsa community. They're here as well, and we're hoping to connect more because we're working with San Jose Taiko and all that.
Nice. Who teaches here out of the guys?
Bro, you guys want to? Well, they all taught here before.
Oh, okay.
Come dance at the Get Down with Mindtricks every Monday, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, man. So we have poppers that teach popping. Kazoo from Machine Gun Funk.
Nice.
Romy teaches popping. We got J Rock Style Element teaching
floor rock.
breaking.
JR Chain Reaction teaching house.
There you go.
You got Michelle King
Mhm.
teaching whacking.
Right
I teach the top rock and DJ classes.
there.
Locking.
Oh, John
City Uncle teaches locking. Of course, Randy Mondays.
Mindtricks, 9 o'clock.
So take the Mindtricks class and then try JR's class because he's chain reaction.
And we're friends. We're friends now.
Well, thanks for hanging out with me, guys.
Yay!
Let's try that again. Try that again.
Hey, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. So I'll be back.
Of course, you better.
For part 2 with the rest of the Mindtricks.
Right.
We just won't let you leave. It's all good.
I know.
take the
And I'll bring Boba next time. Sorry, I didn't have any this time.
Right.
What?
I know.
There's no Boba? I'm leaving.
Down the street.
I just came here for Boba. That's
I was
it.
waiting
Let's
for
just
it.
go get Boba now anyway.
You said
Are we
there would
supposed
be
to talk
Boba.
about what our favorite boba thing is?
Yeah, we are. But that just means I'm gonna have to come back. So I'll come back. One piece of advice that you would want to say to a new dancer or someone that wants
3
to.
words.
Yes.
Where's my Boba?
And Randy, you go first.
Oh, I got it.
Go full out.
Oh man.
Own the stage. Own it.
Shit.
That's fine. Go.
Master your craft. Always family.
Aw,
Always
nice. All right, Boba with friends is Boba well spent. Peace.
Yeah. Oh yeah.